As you scour the waiver wire for selections for your Week 8 fantasy football starting lineup, we're here to help you out with the fantasy ticker. I'm joined by our fantasy expert, Mike Wilkeney. And Mike, let's start at the quarterback position. Matt HASSELBECK looks like he's going to start again. Only owned in 8% of leagues, and he could be a good pickup this week.
Yeah, I think he's a good plug-and-play option this week versus Indianapolis. And again, HASSELBECK, I don't think is going to put up huge numbers, not a huge ceiling on what he's capable of doing, but a touchdown pass in each of the last 2 games. He's played well, and this is an offense that really is starting to hit its stride with Matt HASSELBECK under center.
At the running back position, you got the Bills, Ravens, and Texans on bye. So no Arian Foster, no Ray Rice, Fred Jackson, C.J. Spiller, and Maurice Jones-Drew goes down with a foot injury. He's not going to play this week, so a lot of people are going to go after RASHAD Jennings.
Yeah, Maurice Jones-Drew, it's tough to see him get hurt. He was so good a season ago and such a key part of their offense. They're going to have to lean on RASHAD Jennings, it looks like, at least for Week 8 and possibly even longer than that. Now, I have mixed feelings about RASHAD Jennings from an upside potential standpoint because the yards per carry isn't great. He's a guy, though, that is going to get a lot of touches. And again, starting backs in this league are worth something. So the volume of work makes him someone you should look at on waivers.
Yeah, for me and my fantasy teams, I wish I hadn't waived him after the first couple of weeks when I got him as a handcuff, and now I have to wait in the waiver wire to go get him. Now, this Lions offense, Mike, has been frustrating for a lot of fantasy owners. We thought big things were going to happen after what we saw last season. We started to see a little bit at the end of that Bears game, and you have a couple Lions wide receivers owners should take a look at.
Titus Young is the obvious one with Nate Burleson, suffering a season-ending leg injury, but Broyles has also got to keep an eye on. I liked what I saw from him on Monday night. 3 catches, 51 yards, his first touchdown as a pro. He did something with the playing time he was given. Now, Young been hit and miss. I know he's a sleeper for a lot of guys. I loved him entering this season. I still like him. But Broyles, I think, is the deep sleeper of this duo.
Broyles, a great story. Season-ending injury at Oklahoma. He's come on strong in the past couple weeks. So let's go to the New Orleans Saints. Speaking of injuries, Jimmy Graham might be out again. David Thomas did get a touchdown this week. If you need a tight end for a bye week or an injury fill-in, you might want to look at him.
Yeah, and I think you described it perfectly. As a bye week fill-in, he's a big league ad, I think. I don't think he's someone in a lot of leagues he's going to be added. He's only owned in about 2% of leagues. Only 4 targets last week, but a touchdown, and it's such a powerful offense that, again, if he just gets a couple catches, but one of them is a touchdown, he's going to help your team. So he's someone I think that's going to be on more and more radars this week.
And each week we give you a defense to take a look at if you're one of those owners who likes to pick defenses with a good matchup. How about the Oakland Raiders defense against the mighty Brady Quinn and the Chiefs?
You know, there just aren't that many elite stop units this year in fantasy football. And so you look at teams on bye this week, Buffalo, Baltimore. Those are droppable defenses in my estimation right now. You look at Oakland, they're nobody that really anybody drafted entering this season, but they played Kansas City. They haven't scored an offensive touchdown in the last 2 games. I think the Raiders are a plug-and-play option in the weekend.
Well, I know for my fantasy team, if I pick up the Raiders, Brady Quinn will throw for 5 touchdowns. Well, that's just how it works. Hopefully we can help you set your lineups on the waiver wire. To see the rest of the players Mike suggests, check out his fantasy ticker at ProFootballWeekly.com.